22. Asset and assess. Compatible.
The protection of the environment is compatible with economic growth.
Compatibility.
Which cultural item is accepted depends largely on the item's compatibility with already existing cultural traits.
Insert.
They started inserting advertisements in users' web pages.
Delete.
You need to delete those unnecessary files.
Glue.
The internet glues us to our computer monitors and isolates us from our fellow human beings.
Turnaround.
The experts are saying the economic turnaround will happen very soon.
Estimate.
Those students gave significantly lower estimates of the height of the hill. I would estimate that less than 1% of manuscripts sent to publishers is ever published.
Underestimate.
We look into the past and underestimate the old and overestimate the new.
Overestimate.
We frequently overestimate agreement with others, believing that everyone else thinks and feels exactly like we do.
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic development takes place in secure settings free of competition and adult judgment.
Aesthetics.
Teachers who prefer that children see beauty as they themselves do are not encouraging a sense of aesthetics in children.
Evaluate.
Only children who choose and evaluate for themselves can truly develop their own aesthetic taste.
Evaluation.
People with low self-esteem often underestimate their abilities. When they get negative feedback, such as a bad evaluation at work, they are likely to believe that it accurately reflects their self-worth.
Appraisal.
Your children might be afraid to do anything that might make them fail and lose your high appraisal.
Assess.
The more frequently you assess your situation, looking for ways to fix problems, the more likely you are to find yourself in a position where things are going well.
Assessment.
It is necessary to cultivate our realistic optimism by combining a positive attitude with an honest assessment of the challenges.
Asset.
Everyone has something to be happy about. Perhaps they have loving friends and good health and a satisfying job. Yet these wonderful assets might disappear if they don't take good care of them.
Hardwired.
Your strengths and talents are your core, your hardwired assets.
Manuscript.
Any manuscript that contains errors stands little chance at being accepted for publication.
Script.
She won the part of Cinderella's fairy godmother, but the script called for her to be hanging 6 feet above the stage at one point.
Biography.
He wrote the biography of President Lincoln.
Autobiography.
He published his autobiography, which became very popular and made him a wealthy man.
Memoir.
He wrote his autobiography, Turn Around, a memoir, which was published in 1994.
Acclaim.
The author published 5 books, including the highly acclaimed memoir, Stop Time.
Genuine.
A few minutes' thought, a considerate word or two, and a genuine understanding of the other person's feelings would go so far toward relieving the hurt.
Genuinely.
The key is to put your own self-centered thoughts aside and become genuinely interested in other people.
Flavor.
Great ideas, like great wines, need proper aging, time to bring out their full flavor and quality.
Authentic.
The company is putting a lot of effort into presenting authentic flavors of Italian food.
Authenticity.
The utility of negative sentiments, emotions like guilt and anger, which we might be better off without, lies in their providing a kind of guarantee of authenticity for such sentiments as love and respect.
Authenticate.
Music for motion pictures often serves to authenticate the era.
Composite.
She built up a composite picture using lots of famous paintings. The character in the movie is a composite of several politicians.
Prism.
In a darkened room, Newton allowed a thin ray of sunlight to fall on a glass prism.
Spectrum.
The term biological control has been used in a broad context to cover a full spectrum of biological organisms and biologically based products.
Spectral.
Newton placed a second prism in the path of the spectrum. The composite colors produced a white beam. Thus, he concluded that white light can be produced by combining the spectral colors.